And start. Perfect. So, Whit, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
So, what's funny is we were actually on season 1 together, but unfortunately, I didn't get to know you. So, could we just start with a bit of an introduction?
Yeah. Hi, I'm Whit, or Whitney, or Whitney Joe. I don't care which. um, I work in politics, and I also do music. I have, for example, I have my album out now on Spotify, Apple Music, and anywhere you stream music. And my new single in 2 days, January 24th. Stream it. I want to be less poor.
Love it. I want to be less poor. So, yeah. I know when I was playing, all I was told was you made a really weird fake idol or something. But then later on, I was told that you were actually sick. But I guess the other people.
So what happened was I had Legionnaires. I got my building got Legionnaires in the water, and I was the only person in the building whose immune system was weak enough to actually get the disease. So,
sorry to hear that.
So I couldn't eat or drink water. Couldn't really do anything, and so I was not super active. And I was mildly active, but I guess not enough. And they voted me off for that. I made a honestly fairly good fake idol that I'm still pretty proud of. The reason it didn't work is that I was never is that people thought that I was too inactive to get a fake idol, which was to get a real idol, which was honestly untrue. Despite being as sick as I was impressively active. But I guess it just wasn't active at the right time zones, maybe. I don't know, but yeah. So basically, I got voted off because I had Legionnaires.
Well, honestly, that wasn't fair. I definitely would not have voted you out for that reason.
I also got half of our points in that first challenge.
Really? I'm trying to remember that. I know Jagger got quite a few points. I did what I can.
Me and Jagger were the only two, I think, who scored. I don't remember exactly. I have like memory issues, but yeah, that's my.
I remember Jagger getting the first 3 points or something. And honestly, what I remember about you was there's quite a bit of trash talk. Come on, now you have to.
I respond when provoked. That is not something that's ever been untrue of me. I never pick a fight, but I will end the fight.
Well, to be fair, we weren't on your tribe.
Yeah. Teamwork makes the dream work, and if history shows hating on the other group makes you guys be more unified.
Some of us were.
I do my best work when tribes are unified. When I win, and I have won multiple times, it tends to be because my tribe stuck together. I think that just because I can often come across as a really big threat strategically and physically and socially, I tend to be one of the first people that gets turned on. So for me, it's really important to make sure that, my tribe wants to stick together, can merge.
Well, then I guess I have to be glad that you didn't get the chance to turn against me. How that would have gone. Because I felt like I just wanted to stick by the lines that I made, which I guess ended up working, but didn't hurt me then to get a thread out early where I didn't have to do anything. Anyway, I was told that you have won before, right?
Yeah, a couple times.
Oh, Couple. How many?
I've won at least 4.
Oh shit.
I've
That's
been
a rookie.
playing. I've been playing for a very long time, though. So, sorry, somebody walked in. Yeah, I've been
No.
playing. I've been playing for almost a decade now.
Oh
Jesus
shit.
fucking Christ. Started on Facebook. Now I'm here. Yeah, I've won.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm honestly 4 wins in that amount of time. Not that impressive. But I've mostly only won in Discord, which has been for about like the past 2 years ish. Um, yeah,
If you don't mind me asking, then how old are you?
21.
If you 21. So you've been playing since you were 11?
I said about a decade. I think it's about
Oh, okay. So
7 years.
probably since you were
7,
13, right? I think
yeah,
that's the
13,
minimum.
14. Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, Whit, could you tell us more about the process of you coming back? Because one thing I definitely agree with, if you've won 4 times, you definitely deserve the chance to play. That was not fair what happened the first time. And we're
Yeah,
happy to have you back.
yeah. I think during either the second or third season, I talked to X and I was like, "Hey, do I count as an alumni after for the purposes of applications, given
I
what
remember
happened?" And he was like,
I remember in the alumni lounge, I was thinking, wait, who's Whitney Joe?
"Yeah,
I never actually got to talk to you while I helped with the other 2 seasons.
yeah." Yeah, so that was definitely a strange. Yeah, so I think I basically just sort of made googly eyes at X essentially over text messages until eventually it happened. Um,
So you definitely wanted to come back.
yeah, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but there was a chance that I might have been able to come out back for, I think it was Kingsman, but
Yeah, that's the current season. We talked about it, but I guess X thought
they
of
got
this.
enough. I think there was an issue with applications, and then they got enough. Um, yeah.
Maybe that too. So, what have you been told about this season? Because I obviously can't see anything that you don't
X
know
told me.
already. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let me look. Um, so I know the theme,
Okay.
which is Fire Emblem Three Houses. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I know what it is. So,
Yeah, that's all I know about it. I think, and that there's about 3, and that there's 3 tribes with a captain of each, 3 returnees,
mhm.
including me. Um, Mainly pre-jurors.
Mhm.
I assume the first 3 boots, but it's probably more like a second chances type deal. Um, yeah, so that's what I know. I don't know anything about Fire Emblem. I should probably Google
Oh,
that.
me neither. Honestly, I had to Google it. Video games is not my strong
Yeah,
suit.
it's
Uh,
funny. I know a lot about Kingsman, and I know a lot about what was the other season?
Danganronpa, if I'm
Yeah, and I know
pronouncing it right.
somewhat about Danganronpa. Not a lot, but a little. And so this is, and so, but I've only played on the 2 seasons, and I know nothing about the origin.
If it makes you feel any better, no matter what org I sign up for, I will not know the theme. Unless there's some kind of sport theme not that I know of, but either way, here with Xorg, it helps to know the theme, but your game is not based off of that, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I guess For me, I just I'm not used to not knowing the theme, you know, like hey buddy, come on over here.
Oh,
Come
so
over
I'm
here. Come
interviewing
on.
two of you today.
Yeah. Yes, my elderly yellow lab says hi. But yeah, I'm not really used to not knowing the theme. Very I know.
Getting on Connie it too.
All good.
I know that I usually know the theme because I just know a lot about pop culture. When I was an organizer, I had to like keep up with things because that was one way for me to connect with people. Because I was, going door to door, talking to people and getting people's donations and political support for an organization.
Awesome.
You got to find like ways to communicate. I think that's part of why I'm good at words now. Is because of that experience. I mean, spending all day convincing people to give you money, the skills are very transferable.
Oh, definitely. Speaking of that, then since there isn't an official interview, could you tell us what you plan to bring to Xorg Season 4?
Really strong strategy. And all kinds of shenanigans with that. I plan on winning challenges a lot because that's something I'm good at. And I plan on being a massive social player. But ultimately, I think trying to know how you're going to play before you meet the rest of the cast, before you see how you interact with them, it doesn't work because you just don't know who's going to want to pull you into an alliance, who's going to want to trust you, who's going to want to not trust you, who's going to want to target you until you interact with each other and see how you interact with each other.
Yeah, that's the question because you know that your returnee most people won't be. So I guess
Yeah,
you'll have to figure out how do people want to work with me instead of seeing me as a threat.
Yeah, that is true. However, because I was a first boot, I think that's something that I could play up. And I think the way that I was first booted is also something that I could play up for pity, depending on who I'm talking to. If I'm talking to somebody who I think is more strategically minded or somewhere more socially minded, I would want to play one of those two things up.
I guess it completely depends who you're playing with as well, right?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm playing with people who I've played with before, I'm going to have a completely different strategy. I know I can't downplay my threat level with somebody that I've won against multiple times, but if I'm playing with somebody who I've never played with before, I can be whatever I want to be. They don't know me.
Exactly. Then I'm just getting to know you now.
Yeah, I mean, as far as some of these people know, I might just work in retail, unless they already know I work in politics, in which case I work in politics.
So obviously I can't confirm, but do you have any guesses of who else might be joining you, returning?
Absolutely none. I don't really spectate seasons very often. It's just not. I'm not a. I have trouble following, especially if
Trust
I'm
me,
actively playing another season. So I really don't know.
I completely get it. Even
But I do
watching,
know they're going to be pre-mergers. So I'm not
yeah.
too worried, but I'm semi-worried because, yeah.
Well, you do know you're a captain.
I do know I'm a captain, whatever that means. That could
I
mean
guess you'll have to find out.
that could mean a lot of things.
What do you think it can mean?
Well, it could mean that I'm a captain like in Palau, where you had to pick teams, or it could mean I'm a captain like in Edge of Extinction, where it means nothing, or it could mean I'm a captain like in Redemption Island, where you had one opening challenge and then nothing else. So you never know. Or it could be a theme related twist, or it could be not a twist at all, and we're just sort of there.
Oh, we're going to have our twists.
Yeah. Oh no, I know you're gonna have twists. I just don't know if the captain is a twist in and of itself, or if it's connected to another twist, or if it's a twist on its own, and there's another twist that's also in play that's not connected to the captain's.
Yeah,
There's
definitely.
lots of options.
And with the spectating, I think I completely get it. Even in actual Survivor, I feel like the later it gets into the season, the easier it gets to follow. Even when I'm asking confessional questions, I have to start off asking like 18 or 19 of them. But now in Kingsman, we're down to the final 5. It's easier just to have a conversation with everyone. And I actually know the cast now.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense to me. And I have spectated. I recently spectated one season, just from Final 8 on.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot easier. I only did that because I knew that some of those people were going to be in an all-star season that's going to come up soon.
Gotcha.
In another server, but yeah.
Have you been? It's okay if you haven't, but have you followed season 3 at all?
No.
That's fine. I was just gonna ask if you were rooting for anyone in particular, but
No, I
if
thought
not,
this was season 3 for a little bit until I found out otherwise.
did you apply to season 3, or at least you tried to?
I have a memory thing, man. I thought that was season 2. I think that was the issue. I didn't know that season 2 happened.
So what happens if there's a memory challenge?
Short-term memory, I'm fine. Long-term memory, I will flop.
I'm the complete opposite.
But if I know that it's going to happen, I have time to study, and that's something that will be fine. Like I'm good. I'm good if I have time to study. Like I got a 34 on my ACTs way back when I was drunk.
Well, I've never taken those, so honestly, I don't know too much about them, but I'm assuming it's good.
It's one of the standardized tests. It's like out of 36. Yeah, it's a very, very good score, especially when drunk.
Okay, so I guess the lesson is drink before you take that standardized test.
Oh, obviously. Like, why would you not? Irish coffee, you get caffeinated and you get your nerves down. Hell yeah, man.
Anyway, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna start wrapping it up soon. If that's okay, I wasn't sure if there's any last things you wanted to say to the spectators, why they should
My
be
PayPal
excited to
is
you.
whitneyjoeon@gmail.com. That's WHITNEYJOEAHN@gmail.com. Go ahead and PayPal me.
Oh, yeah.
But for real though, I
About.
do want to actually plug my single is coming out on Spotify and Apple Music and everywhere you stream music. Over Me, January 24th. Under the name Whitney Joe, and I'm really, really proud of it. I have other singles and an EP out too. Go stream all of them. Help me be less poor. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to plug.
Okay, and last thing, obviously, is unfortunate that you weren't feeling well last time. What's your excuse if you're the first boot again?
I'm a returnee in a group of non-returnees.
Okay.
Pretty easy.
Anyway, thanks, Whit, and we'll keep in touch.